Prakriti at KIIT was really brutal and cruel. Hello everyone, Namaste and welcome once again. So in this episode we will be discussing about the KIIT University case and also how Indian students are being deported from many countries, and we are going to discuss all these issues. Let's go. Ramadan Mubarak and happy Lent to all of you. Do pray, fast, and give a good amount of charity to those who are in need. We will firstly talk about the other Jain wedding controversy. So recently he got married to his girlfriend Alekha Advani. He was the ex-boyfriend of Tara Sutaria and he dated her for 4 years. And Alekha was also the best friend of Tara. And during the reception, he told that I have always loved Alekha and I did 4 years of time pass.
Always loved her, since then. And I always wanted to be with her, but I never got a chance to be with her. So she sent me on this long journey of 20 years through time pass because I get to marry this beautiful woman who looks like a dream. And I love you, and it was worth the wait. So that's a secret. I've always loved her. I've just done time pass for 20 years of my life. Time pass for 20 years of my life.
And I think that this is problematic. You are representing your family. The Kapoor family is a very influential family. And like the men there, except Shashi Kapoor, are like involved in extramarital affairs and drunkard issues, etc. And I think that Tara deserves much better. This was really problematic. And yes, both are at fault. Ladies, remember that looks and wealth, though they are important, don't matter ultimately. A much less wealthier guy or a much less handsome guy, but who has good values, has good character, and will protect you, lead you, and guide you and support you is much better than some wealthy incel guy. So be careful with whom you date and marry. 70 Christians were beheaded by Islamists in Congo, and this was really wrong. I feel sad and I pray for them. And the sad part is that media is not covering this, and this is really wrong, as it is centered around many leftist politics. So yes, there is a lot of dark agenda behind these human rights organizations, and they should look at both sides. Let's help them and let's pray for them. Cynthia Erivo, who is the actress in Wicked, who acts as the bad witch, is set to play Jesus Christ the superstar, and I think this is really blasphemous. Though God did not added himself to any gender, Jesus was himself a man, and I don't think this is based on diversity only. This is based on rebellion. Now we'll go on to the main issue. Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, aka KIIT, which is located in Bhubaneswar, Odisha, is a really famous college, and also it has a lot of controversies in the past. So what happened was that a third year BTech student named Prakriti Lamsal was found dead in her hostel room, and the story is that her boyfriend tortured her really badly.
वैसे अपनी गलती नहीं मानी जा रही उसने माफी मांग गया मेरे को बनकर चीज को समझ निकाल यहाँ से.
She went to file a complaint against him to the advisories and to the international student policy people. She was a Nepali student, and hence they were provided more protection as they stayed far away from their hometown, and the authorities did not consider her complaint. And during the concert of Badshah in that college, she was found dead. It could be a suicide or a murder, and investigations are still going on. There are a lot of controversies recently happening in colleges, and we should be aware and we should have a voice against injustice. The wardens, the hostel authorities, obviously girls' hostel authorities, tried to cover this incident up, and when students tried to raise their voice against this injustice action, they started telling, oh, we give you free food, why are you complaining, and why are you doing this, stop this, and all like this. They were like really having bad responses to the students. They also sent a notice to 1000 Nepali students who were studying in that university that they should pack their bags and get out of that campus, which I think is really unethical and corrupt, especially in an institution where equality, freedom of speech is valued. And also the students were like deported and were like, they had to travel through railways and buses, and they were left anywhere in any random railway station, which is really wrong. They stay far from their parents, and they don't have a lot of money to spend every time on hotels or good rented bungalows, etc. Later, when this issue started being noticed in the media and outside, then they started welcoming, the authorities started welcoming the students, and obviously the students are not going to trust them.
ऐसा जैसा करो, आप बुला रहे हो कहाँ से कैसे आए हम आधे रास्ते से? आप जानते हैं नेपाल कहाँ पे है? इतना दूर हम लोग आए हैं, अब हम लोग कैसे आया बताइए आधे रास्ते से? आप नहीं, आपको क्या लगता है हम लोग 5 मिनट 10 मिनट दूर है? चल पैदल, जब मन चाहे निकाल दिया, जब मन चाहे बुला लिए.
He was ultimately caught by the police when he was trying to escape from there. That's good. The warden who was rambling against these protesters was fired. This was so brutal that Nepal Prime Minister have to send a tweet on this issue, and this is really wrong and problematic. The reason behind this boyfriend's cover-up of the incident is probably because he is the son of a MP in probably Uttar Pradesh or West Bengal, special connections. This is problematic. There should be equality, whether he's a politician's son or whether he's a pauper. If he does injustice, then injustice should be punished. Deportation of Nepali students, I'm really problematic. It could be probably due to cultural differences or political issues, I think. And I think that educational institutions should be free from this politics or religious things, because these are really sensitive issues. Also, we will talk about Indian students legally immigrated to the US getting deported.
Many Indians are leaving foreign nations probably because of growing inflation and growing amount of racism, and it's not being seen as a status symbol as it used to be before.
Since Trump became the president of the United States, there are lot of strict policies regarding various issues being set. Some are good and some are bad, but the immigration issue is the strictest issue, and many people are being deported who came illegally. But also, there are many legal immigrants being deported, and many people, including Indians themselves, are supporting this new form of racism. And also, 48 Indian students were deported from US without any valid reason being taught, and the Indian foreign relations people are now discussing it with US authorities, and the issue is still ongoing. And I personally think that this is really wrong, but it is a really sensitive issue. See, US government has really strict laws regarding working. Students are not supposed to work outside the campus, and also not more than 40 hours or 20 hours per week, and some of them exceeded that, and also some worked outside the campus, broke the rules, did some protests, etc. And like, I'm really neutral on this issue, and I don't think they should be immediately deported. They should be warned twice or thrice, and if they don't listen, then certain strict actions must be taken. But I personally don't advocate deportation in this kind of situation, because they have come really hard and they have come legally. Only if they commit a serious crime, then only there should be a possibility of that happening. Indians must understand that US is different from India.
It's not wrong to stay in a foreign country or study there, but we have to adapt to their culture and respect it.
And while it's okay to adopt multiculturalism or to follow your own culture, you should be really mindful. We cannot change the fact that the cultures differ, and we should be respecting the laws. They should respect our laws. We should also respect theirs. So yes, Indians, please be careful with how you behave, as this is really sensitive, and please improve your civic sense. Thank you guys for listening to this episode. Do share your thoughts on this deportation of Nepali and Indian students respectively. I think that this is really wrong. We should take strict actions against this. Bye.